Devin Booker is without a doubt one of the most talented scorers of this generation. Very fun player to watch. But I was reading this article on Bleacher Report the other day, and it was about what is his Hall of Fame probability. And to myself, I kind of just thought about his individual ability and performances. And if there was just a little bit more team success, I think it would be a no-brainer. He's already the leading scorer in Suns history, I believe. And I'll throw up the article, hopefully a screenshot and maybe a link in the description if I remember for this video. But outside of that 2021, outside of those Chris Paul, Mikal Bridges teams, DeAndre and Cam Johnson, he has not seen the team success that I think he needs to really solidify his case as a Hall of Famer, as well as he doesn't really have that many awards or acknowledgments of his greatness. He's a 4-time All-Star, only made first team All-NBA once, third team All-NBA once, and that's pretty much it. So obviously his Hall of Fame case becomes a lot more complicated than really you would imagine with a player of his skill set. And this year's Suns team doesn't really help it because they're going to be bad again. So our goal today is to just make him a Hall of Famer, whether that comes in the form of him maybe sneaking an MVP award, more All-Stars, championships, 10-time All-Star, maybe a couple more first teams. That is the goal, just to make him a Hall of Famer. Now, I am controlling the whole team. I can make trades. I'm going to mess with his tendencies. I won't mess with attributes or anybody else's tendencies unless I take like other people's shots away just to really focus on him. But for this first year, I'm going to not touch anything. And that's strictly because I don't know if you guys have done Sims in 2K26, but Devin Booker goes absolutely crazy in this. He averages like 30. He's their point guard. So I'm going to let him do his thing. I'm not going to mess with it. We're going to let him get some more empty points in his age 28 season. Now, next offseason, we'll probably make some more trades. We'll also like monitor this. If by the All-Star break, he's not doing what we think he should be doing, then we can make some moves. But for now, we're going to let the team rock with this. And the only change I'm going to make is instead of pick and roll offense, I'm just going to hit play through star. Let him make all the choices. So in about 30 games this season, I think actually exactly 30. It's right in front of my face. He's averaging 33 points, good enough for third in the league. He's averaging the least amount of minutes here out of these top 3 to 4 guys. So I do think I want to consider upping his minutes just a couple more a game. Maybe get him up over Shea. And the team's okay. They're right over 500 at 16 and 14. Good enough for 6th in the conference. I really don't see a reason to make too many changes right now. Outside of Booker, Jalen Green's averaging 24, Grayson Allen 12, Dylan Brooks 11 for Mark Williams as well. So I am a little surprised to see his assist numbers dipping a little bit. Field goal percentage looks good. 3-point percentage looks good. Took 2 minutes away from Grayson Allen, gave him to Booker. I also upped his shot tendency from a 90 to a 95, and we'll see what kind of changes that makes in the next month or so. So in the month of December, when he was playing about 34 minutes still, he actually had a bit of a down month. Points dipped just under 30 for the first time. October and November were great, and then in January, where we upped his minutes, his point production went back up, but still under 35. His assists went up to 7, so that's not bad. 60% from the field is incredible. 43 from 3. I mean, he got off to a heater this year, though. 35 a game. Oh, October is a short month, though. But he was shooting 60% from the field and 51 from 3. He does have a 57-point game this year. Currently in a run of games where he scored 32, 38, 38, 28, 43, 31, and 44. He also, right before that 32, he had 43. And then that 57 happened against Cleveland on December 31st, where he played 38 minutes. He dropped 33 against the defending champs in a 1-point victory. And we are at the All-Star break. He is not in the 3-point contest, which I kind of thought for sure he would be. I do have to assume he is an All-Star, though. He was for the 5th time in his career. He only played 15 minutes, put up 3 shots, but willing to play his role. He just had another 50-point game, 50 and 44 back-to-back nights. I mean, he is on an absolute heater, putting him in 2nd in the whole league in scoring, but Shea Gilgeous up to 37 a game. Damn. I know, like I said, I elected to not make any trades this first year. I did have some crazy offers for like Jalen Green and stuff, like Sengun was in there, De'Aaron Fox, but we will hold off for now. Nick Richards expires after this year, only wants a minimum. I'm actually going to send him a multi-year deal. Go with a $2.8 million deal. We'll just keep it flat. He accepts it. Dylan Brooks still is under contract the next couple years. I'm not going to extend him longer. And now we're just going to get to the end of the year. Shea is your MVP, averaging just a tick under 37 a game. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Any surprises in the awards? Not really. Devin Booker did make All NBA First Team, finished the season averaging 34.5, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, just under a steal, 56, 43, 88. Not bad at all. And Malawak actually made Rookie Second Team for us. And even though we finished with a pretty solid record at 46 and 36, we do have to play in the play-in game just because the West is so tough. If we had this record over in the East, we'd be a 3rd seed. So that is something to know. Also, injuries are off, so Tyrese is playing, Tatum's playing. In this play-in game against the Lakers, Booker versus Doncic. Wish we were getting a full series instead of just a play-in game, but it's back and forth. Very good game. 128 left. Jalen Green leading the way. Booker, not his best game, but he's still out there doing stuff. And the Suns pull away. They're up 6, up 4, up 7, up 4. And that'll do it. 134-130 win. Booker finishes with 19 and 7. And they move on to the playoffs as the 7th seed to take on Minnesota. The Lakers did win their play-in game, so they are going to play Dallas in round 1. That's fun. This is a matchup of shooting guards. Actually, I forgot Booker is not a shooting guard. He's our point guard right now. So Jalen Green's going to be taking on Ant. I don't love that for us. Just because I can, I'm going to put Dylan Brooks on him. Game 1 is a victory for Phoenix. Anthony Edwards did have 37 on pretty good shooting, honestly. Booker gave us 35, 2 and 6. Jalen Green poured in 27. Game 2 is a loss. Game 3 is a loss. We're going to go down 3-1, I'm sure. No, we tied at 2 and 2. Booker only 19. Pivotal game 5, and we do win. 52 for Ant Edwards on literally one of the greatest performances scoring wise in a loss. That is crazy. 39, 5 and 5 for Booker. We just need one more, and it's going 7. Anthony Edwards currently averaging 38 points a game on 62, 58 in these playoffs. Game 7 in Minnesota. I don't love our chances here, and we do lose. I was right to have that feeling. Booker only gave us 17. Ant showed up with 30. We're out of the playoffs. No surprise there. Kyrie taking on the Knicks in the finals, and the Mavericks win. Cooper Flag as a rookie is an NBA champion. We end up with the 11th pick from Memphis. I don't really off the top of my head know what that trade would be. Our pick goes to Charlotte. Do I think Jordan Ott as our coach? His ratings are so bad, I'm going to get rid of him. And you know what? Spo's here. He has 10 offers. I'm going to offer him. I gave him the best offer I could already. All right, we get Will Hardy to sign. Spoelstra was going to decline it, so with our 11th pick, we took AJ Ware. He has no badges. He's 22, 6'5" at the small forward position. Honestly, might be a really bad pick. He had a decent potential. It looked like some perimeter defense. I think his comparison was OG. I like that for what I want from him. We're going to accept the team option on Ryan Dunn, of course. Also, try and extend Mark Williams. Now, we are over the cap, but I do want to make some moves to lower our cap. So what I'm looking for is cap flexibility and the ability to play some defense, space the floor for Booker, give him as much room as possible to do whatever he needs. Miles Turner, $10 million cheaper than Jalen Green. Iguodala is going to go. We're going to bring in Gary Trent, I guess. I wonder if I could do it without him. I can. I'm going to ask for a pick instead, and they accept that deal. All right, we traded Dylan Brooks and Grayson Allen for a couple seconds for DeAndre Hunter, really. Sam Merrill is also in the deal, but I do plan on moving him as soon as possible. All right, the Lakers are willing to give me Dalton Connect and a first for our first round pick this year and Royce O'Neal. I'm okay with that. I want to see, though, now that I did make that trade, I am curious to see what kind of potential Mr. Ware has. Only 73. So it did say C+ after I drafted him. Max potential is an 81. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Clippers willing to give me 2 first-round picks for Sam Merrill. I am cool with that. Now we are actually under the salary cap. So we made some signings, and it led to us renouncing the rights on Mark Williams. LeBron goes to the Bulls. Our 3 signings were bringing in Lonzo Ball and Chris Paul to give us some depth at the point guard position. We're going to be able to move Devin Booker over to the 2 where he's more comfortable. Also, giving him 2 point guards that will share the ball with him. Lonzo, of course, plays really good perimeter defense. And we also brought in Chris Middleton. He's going to come off the bench for us, play some forward, some guard. I never get him in these videos, and obviously I don't know how he progresses or regresses in 2K26, so we could be hit with major regression here, but his attributes look okay. He's coming off a great year, honestly. So I'm excited to see what he looks like for us. And of course, we have depth with Don Connect. And then I was okay with losing Mark Williams because I want to get Malawak in there more. We got Nick Richards. We obviously got Miles Turner in a trade. Kind of just looking to grab a power forward now. And we signed 2 power forwards to give us different looks. Tobias Harris, Harrison Barnes, both veterans who can shoot a little bit, play some defense a little bit. Not going to need a million touches. They're just going to be out there. They're both probably going to regress pretty bad. So I'm going to go see if I can get a younger power forward here. Like actually an Aaron Wiggins, who will give a better deal than the Sixers, and he'll come and sign. And now I really like this roster now. It says we have no shooting guards on the roster, but Booker is obviously going to get moved. So let's look at regression. Miles Turner regresses, Tobias, Chris Middleton. It didn't hit as bad as I thought it would, but actually Aaron Wiggins, a guy I got because he was younger, has one of the worst regressions on the team. So Booker at the point guard position goes up to a 92. Chris Paul is going to play the point. I don't know if I really want Miles Turner starting with the fact that he doesn't rebound especially well, coming off a year where he averaged 6 rebounds, which is pretty much the norm for him. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to have Malawak start. And honestly, I think we're going to do something like this for the first year. Malawak's going to play 29. I actually really like how the team looks now. With the current setup, Chris Middleton's not even getting any run. Either is Aaron Wiggins, Harrison Barnes, Nick Richards. So we will continue to monitor how the team is doing. One stupid thing that's going to bother me if I don't change it, I don't know if I want him to have a headband, but yeah, we'll go with the bald look. And we'll just kind of monitor how the team does. Now, before we get into this year, I'm going to mess with his tendencies. His shot tendency went up by itself, and we are going to make this the best year of his career so far. He actually has a low shot tendency for 3-pointers. Definitely going to up that a lot. Also, obviously going to up these tendencies. That way he performs a little better defensively. I don't really expect him to be all defense or anything, but we're also going to lower his fouls so he's not fouling out of every game. We're playing plenty of minutes. All right, game 1 against the Kings is a win. The Kings just look like they're pretty bad, but Booker had 30 and 8, 12 of 16, shot 8 threes. Looks pretty good. Only played 30 minutes though. Now, was that because it was a blowout or did he foul out? No. I'm just going to chalk that up to maybe being a blowout. So we start off the season 3-1. And Booker currently is averaging 39 and a half, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 58 from the field, 49 from 3. I completely expect all that to tone down a little bit. We'll go to the end of November and just see how that's going. 12 and 8 at the end of November. Booker averaging 37, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, a block, 56 from the field, 47 from 3. Honestly, pretty great stuff. Malawak averaging 8 rebounds. The shooting isn't that good. I mean, Lonzo's shooting well at least. But like Don Connect, 32 from 3, 29 or 30 from Miles Turner. Toby, 32. Hunter, about 37. I'm okay with that. And Chris Paul with 32. Team's off to a pretty good start, 32 and 17 at the end of January. And Booker is averaging 39 a game. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, over a steal, 1.5 blocks, 57 from the field, and 48 from 3. This is easily the best season of his career, and I would have to assume he's the favorite for MVP. He is. He is the league leader in points. I'm so happy. All you have to do is make him shoot more threes, man. We're going to skip through the deadline. We're good enough, I feel like, to at least have a run here. In the All-Star game, he played 30 minutes, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, a block. Pretty decent. Looks like he was a starter this year. Of course, with the season he's having. He just dropped 64 against the Hawks. I thought I'd check in because we killed them, put up 153 points. And then against the Bucks, where Jalen Green had 24, he had 42. So I think trading Jalen Green for Miles Turner looks like, on paper at least, it was the right move. DeAndre Hunter will re-sign. He's actually cheap, so it looks like 2K actually did their thing with fixing these contracts. I really appreciate that. Now, is that a little extra cheap than what it really should be? Probably. I don't know if in the next couple of years DeAndre Hunter's signing a $8 million contract, and we already have the same amount of wins as last year. There's more. We dropped 154 against the Nuggets, 47 and 11 for Booker. At the end of the year, I'll see what his season high was. Devin Booker is your MVP. He averaged 37 and a half, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, a block, 54 from the field, round up to 90 from 3, 44 or 90 from the free throw line, 44 from three. That's a 50-40-90 season in my book. Josh Giddey is with the Lakers. And yeah, I'm very happy with this. Of course, Booker makes All-NBA first team. With his steals and blocks, he wasn't able to make a defensive team. I was hoping he snuck onto one of these, but I could not be happier. Now, unfortunately, with a stacked Western Conference with 2 60-win teams, 3 or 4 teams eclipsing 50 wins, one at 49, one at 48, we had a 4th seed finish where we are going to have to take on the Lakers in round 1. They got Jalen Duren, Josh Giddey. We obviously took Don Connect from them. They still have DeAndre Ayton. Tim Hardaway Jr. is here. This is a very solid team. In LeBron's final season, the Chicago Bulls finished 31-51. LeBron finished the year 26.5 points, wearing number 31. Gross. But we have to play the Lakers, so I think I want to start Lonzo this series. More defense in there. I have to assume Lonzo had a good year. He started off having a good year. 43 from the field, 34 from three. I'm not mad at that. Hopefully he can just kind of hold his own against Luka. Game 1, we lose. Booker at 25, Luka 24. Game 2, we win. Booker 45, Luka 29. Man, Luka and Booker just destined to me in these playoffs every year, huh? I will say Luka doesn't seem to be shooting it well. Yeah, 35 from the field, 35 from three in these playoffs. So the Alonzo matchup is working, but Booker just had a very off game. Game 5, we do win. Booker had 60, 35 and 11 for Luka, 60 points for Devin Booker in the playoffs. And we actually win in round 1. Booker 52-10. Oh, that reminds me. I want to see what his biggest game was this year. 69. He didn't hit his career high of 70, but he did have 69, 47, 42, 50, 42, 64, 37, 48, 40, 41, 43, 43, 53, 40, 41, 56, 42, 46, 40, 45, 40, 44, 48, 55, 51, 44. So he actually, I would have to assume, just climbed the ranks this year in the total points. He's obviously going to be far outside like the top 10 or anything, but this is actually going to really help his case. Yeah, he's number 40 right now. To get to number 1, it would be really tough. LeBron obviously has 46,000 points. We'd basically have to do what Booker's done in his career so far and double it. He did have 3,000 points this year to go 2,800 last year. So, I mean, there's definitely a chance. But again, we're taking on Minnesota in round 2. The only change I'm going to make, instead of Dylan Brooks, who's not on the team anymore, we're going to have Lonzo guard Anthony Edwards. Game 1 is a loss. Ant gave him 42, Booker 38. Game 2 is a loss. Ant 29, 32 for Booker. We lose game 3 as well. 58 for Booker, 56 for Ant. And we do get swept. 23-10 for Booker. Ant, man, this is Ant's year. What a year from Devin Booker, though, showing that he can win an MVP. Dallas is going back to the finals, and they are 2-time champs in the Cooper Flag era. Man, they are going to be a tough sim team this year. Now, I'm not going to override anybody else from now on. If you want to retire, you retire. That means we're losing Chris Paul. I already overrode it last year. Obviously, he makes the Hall of Fame. LeBron, James, Russ, and Paul George. Shout out to OKC, and all their wisdom, they are still in the top 5 in the draft. The Knicks get number 1. So we're going to do this trade with the Clippers. 2 first-round picks, Miles Turner, for Zubac in a second. We'll take that. Toby had a pretty solid year for us, but I assume he's going to regress. We're just going to bring back the guys that we can. And we still have $20 million in cap room because I think we've played this really, really smart. We have a pretty decent core, I would say, right now. The oldest guys being Booker, Zubac, and DeAndre Hunter. Nick Richards also 29. But I think we can really help this core here with a decent offseason. So what do we really need? So we don't have Lonzo on the roster anymore. So that is something we want to take a look at. We obviously don't have Chris Middleton, and we don't have Harrison Barnes or Tobias Harris. So there are some gaping holes. So instead of just getting 1 or 2 guys for very expensive contracts, I'm going to have to actually fill out this roster. All right, so free agency's over. We obviously have Zubac here now. Dalton connecting, Malawak getting better. DeAndre Hunter still him. Ryan Dunn getting a little bit better. We did sign Jimmy Butler. He regresses big time though, so that's a little disappointing. But in the areas we need him to be good, like perimeter defense didn't get worse. That's really what I want him here for. I'm not too worried about him scoring a bunch. We re-signed Lonzo to a 1-year deal. Davion Mitchell's here. Tobias Harris to a 1-year deal. We bring in Isaiah Stewart, who I think could really actually be a interesting piece for us. He brings us versatility on defense, the ability to hit the 3-ball. We also signed Jordan Hawkins. So the team, a little bit different this year. I think we got younger, and very possibly I think we got better. This is what the team wants to do this year for the rotation. Isaiah Stewart not playing. I wonder if I set him as a power forward, what he goes up to. We do have Jimmy Butler starting, so he stays at a 77. I kind of want him in there just for what he can do. He can hit the 3 a little bit, interior play some defense, perimeter play some defense. But I guess we'll kind of just rock with this for now. The only other change I'll do is take away some minutes from Davion Mitchell and just let this rock. So we're 43-12, first in the conference at the All-Star break. I can only assume Booker's an All-Star. Of course he was, and it looks like he probably won the All-Star MVP. For the moment of truth, he's averaging over 40. 41 a game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, about 3 stocks a game, 55 from the field, 45 from 3, 92 from the free throw line. I think the big difference is getting his 3-point attempts up to 10 a game. And I was going to say, I have to assume he is leading the MVP race again. Zubac will resign. Let's get this deal done. 4-year deal. Nick Richards would resign, but there's really no reason to. Once again, Devin Booker is MVP. 41 a game. Incredible stuff. 50, 40, 90 for real this time. I didn't have to round up with the free throws. We obviously win Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Any other Phoenix Suns in any type of good position? No. Also, Giannis is with the Wizards. Fun. Shout out the Pistons, man. Oh no, that's Raptors 905, but 2 all rookie players for the Pistons. And of course, we are first in the conference. We finished the season 64-18. Of course, Booker led the way for us in points and led the league in points per game. He scored 3,400 points this season. And I'm just curious how much he jumped up in one season. So he was number 40 before the season started, and he's all the way up to number 26 all time in points. Another season like this one puts him around 15, maybe even higher. Taking on the Clippers in round 1, who we obviously did the offseason deal for Zubac. They have Jalen Green now, Michael Porter Jr., Quentin Grimes. This is an interesting roster. We should be better than, though. They have taken us to 5, and we do win it in 6. Booker did finish the series with a 50-point game, had a 62-point game in game 5. That reminds me, I do want to see what his season high was. He had 74 in a game, so he now has upped his career high in a game. Had a 59-point game against Utah, 54, 55, 62, 50, 48, 46, 55, 49, 54. Come on, any more 60, 70 games? So the 74, 39 minutes against Golden State. He shot 21 of 33, hit 10 threes. Oh, that was early in the year, man. That was November 12th. He's already number 3 in 40-point games, number 2 in 50-point games. He won't touch Wilt, but that is incredible. And number 2 in 60-point games as well. In round 2 against OKC, got a little distracted there. I don't know if we're good enough to beat them. Lonzo on Shea, J-Dub, Don Connect, Jimmy Butler guarding Chet, and then Thomas Sorber, Zubac. Game 1, we do win. Game 2, we win. We're up 3-0, and we do sweep them. I actually really did not expect that. 52 in the series. He had 41, 49, 46, and 52 to send the Thunder home. And we have to take on San Antonio in round 3. Is Wemby going to kill us? Is Dylan Harper going to kill us? Is De'Aaron Fox going to kill us? Stephon Castle off the bench? I mean, somebody's got to kill us, right? Game 1, we win. Maybe it's just Booker's good enough to win us a championship. We're up 2-1, tied at 2-2. We're down 3-2, and we lose in 6. That might have been our best shot. Wemby, Western Conference Finals MVP, and the Pistons take down the Spurs, revenging 2005, 4-2. Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler both retire, clear some cap space, but that is big for us. Stephen Curry retires. Bradley Beal, Damian Lillard, KD, Curry, Lillard all make the Hall of Fame. All get their jerseys retired. We do have the 10th pick from the Lakers. I'm going to take this 6'5" point guard with 6'9" wingspan. I don't know if he'll develop. We'll see. Obviously going to bring back Rasheer Fleming and Malawak. Send qualifying offers to both Dalton Connect and Ryan Dunn. We just traded Zubac for Colin Murray Boyles in a first. to clear up some cap space, but also to make it so Malawak can start. We also brought in Nick Claxton, and this is the least confident I've been in one of these teams. We have lost a lot of players just because we don't have the money to bring them back. Julian Strother is going to sign a 2-year team deal, and Lonzo Ball signs a 1-year contract. We're going to go player progression. I have a feeling it's going to be ugly. We also did have to sign Don Connect to a big deal because the Lakers offered him a big deal. We matched it. Truthfully, we might look to move him. Obviously, he's a tremendous shooter, but I don't think the defense is there unless it's improved a lot. It's really not great. Melowak's up to an 85. Strother and Murray Boyles both improved. DeAndre Hunter at an 80 now. Probably time to start looking to move on from him. And you know what? DeAndre Hunter, Nick Richards, and a first for Dylan Brooks and Khalil Ware. Another big guy who can stretch the floor, can rebound. I think I want to move him to the 4. He can play a little bit, not great perimeter defense if he does match up and have to go against a smaller 4. Obviously, as can Nick Claxton. That is one thing that should be better with this team is the defense, I assume. Obviously, we did lose DeAndre Hunter, but we brought back Lonzo. We got Nick Claxton to protect the rim. Khalil Ware. Rasheer Fleming actually getting some minutes now. Get Booker his 40 and just go back to the sim. And Booker won the NBA Cup MVP, averaging 43, 4, and 6. He wins another MVP. I believe that's his third now. Third straight. Was the Cup MVP, most valuable player. Was he clutch player or no? No, that went to Luka. Obviously, first team All-NBA. Doesn't make an all-defensive team. We finished second in the conference. Total points in a season. He holds the number 3, 4, and 5 all-time records. He's up to number 12 on the all-time scoring list. Couple more seasons, he could literally be at number 3 or higher. Probably not higher, but he could be probably at least number 5. Actually, if Curry's still playing, no, I think Curry retired. So yeah, there's a good chance he cracks that top 3, top 2 range. 3-pointers made, he's top 10 already. Field goals made, he's number 20. He actually might catch Wilt with the 40-point games. He's number 2. He's overtaking Mike. 50-point games is going to be tough. 60-point games, really tough. But another playoff run, this time going against these pesky Houston Rockets. They're probably going to sneak up on us and beat us, I think. And they do, in 5. Cooper Flag back in the finals, and he wins his 3rd NBA championship. We have the 14th pick. I'm just going to let them draft somebody. I trust my assistants. They drafted a 71 overall 23-year-old point guard with B potential. All right. Strother had a pretty good year. I'm going to bring him back. We're going to throw qualifying offers to both Malawak and Colin Murray Boyles. And Devin Booker is a free agent. He does have only one offer since they did that for us, and he doesn't have a real legitimate offer on the table. We can save some money here. We are going to sign him. We're going to have to renounce the rights on some guys. That's not ideal, but to bring back Booker, I'm not going to take any chances. Malawak was about to sign with the Mavericks. I'm glad we were able to match that because that would have been insane. We're going to bring in Asa Newell and a first-round pick for Rasheer Fleming and Nick Claxton. I like what Newell could bring to the table. Hopefully he gets a bump with player progression as well. We signed both Quentin Grimes and Ben Simmons. Ben wanted a minimum deal. I'm fine with bringing him in. He's actually going to probably get some run at point guard for us. I think the team's a little unconventional, but I think it should work. Player progression, Strother goes down. DiVincenzo, Dylan Brooks go down. Not too worried about it though. I think this year I want to spend some time before the season starts and really try and make the team better because I think we are good enough currently to be a good regular season team, but I think when it comes to the playoffs, we don't have the defense to consistently compete. So I'm going to go work on that. So we're going to lose some spacing, but I think we're going to bring in Ahmed Thompson to come play, give us some extra defense, maybe cut into Booker's scoring a little bit, not because he's going to be scoring more, but because the floor spacing is not going to be as good. But I just think that defense can really play for us. And when it comes to the time of playoffs and whatnot, I think he can be really, really good. I think that's the one move I really want to make right now. I think I'm okay starting the season. This Whitehead dude, I mean, he looks like he could honestly be solid too. His perimeter defense, his defense leaves a little bit to be desired, but he can already shoot the ball. 93 3-pointer. He might be a guy we look to be a starter not too far in the future. Since starting 0-3, we're 24-3, and Booker's averaging about 43 a game. So he's just as good as ever, if not better, shooting 48 from 3. Booker just dropped 73 against the Hornets, and in the next game, he dropped 51. His career high and season high is 75. He did that on December 20th. He shot 24 of 38 from the field, 10 of 16 from 3, 17 of 18 from the free throw line. Damn. Put together a 65-win season that sees Devin Booker win his 4th straight MVP. Nothing else too exciting. Nobody else makes any All-NBA teams, but Amen Thompson does make defensive second. We finished second in the conference because the Dallas Mavericks won 70 games. Taking on OKC in round 1. We lose game 1. Booker had 44, Shea 46. I'm going to, of course, put Amen Thompson on Shea. Game 2, we also lose. We might not be able to hang with them. We're down 3-0. We just got swept in round 1, man. All right, this roster has to get better. Trey beats the Spurs in the finals. We got to upgrade this roster, and now we luck out. We get the 5th pick in the draft. Will Hardy's been good for us. He's the best coach on the market. It seems we're going to bring him back. We also have the 10th to 29th picks. See what that could land us. Nothing really. You know, we're going to bring in Yakichonis for pick 5. We get the Clippers pick in 2031. Yakichonis coming off a year where he averaged about 10 points, 6 assists. Maybe we aren't going to do this trade. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to take this pick. Minnesota's trading pick 1 to the Heat. I actually did not see who they just traded. I skipped through it on accident. We're going to take Johnny C. Todd. Good badges, 75 overall at 19. We're going to take a 74 overall point guard. And we're going to take this 72 overall small forward. And I'm going to just sim to the end. So 75, 73, 72. Lester Towns, I'm going to accept a two-way deal with him. And then hopefully both of these guys progress a little bit. We currently have a pretty full roster. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Really up to interpretation. Looking at the ages, Booker's getting up there. Amen Thompson still at a good age. I mean, and then otherwise we're still really young. Progression should look pretty good for us. So I'm going to hold off making any big time moves till at least the season starts. But we'll bring in like a Hartenstein on a minimum deal. Player progression wise, Malak up to an 87, Newell up to an 85, Khalil Ware, Whitehead doesn't improve, Holton up to a 76, and Hartenstein down to a 74. So they want Booker to play the point guard this year. I'm fine with that. Chris Paul plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's interesting. We're gonna do this trade for Drake Powell. He'll step into up into the bench. Yeah, I don't know. This team looks weaker than it has in past years. So we shall see how it performs. And then at the All-Star break, try and make a move or two to really land us a legit 3rd star. But so far, actually, we are playing really well. I accidentally simmed through the trade deadline. God dang it. Well, we aren't making trades, but we're good. But I'm just worried we're going to run into the same problem that we have every year so far. Booker did make the All-Star game. He just didn't play well. No Amen Thompson, though. Finished the year 66-16. And guess what? Devin Booker's your MVP again. So that's super positive. I just don't feel positive about the outlook of this playoffs. Malawak makes defensive 1st team. And Johnny C. Todd made rookie 2nd team. And we are a 1st seed. Booker, of course, led the way. Whitehead's up to 20 a game in only 30 minutes, 39 a game, 8 assists for Booker. Of course, he's your MVP. Has he upped his career high? No, but he did have 64, which led the league. Just super incredible career. We're taking on the Thunder again. The only thing I'm going to do is just have Amen Thompson guard him. Game 1, we win. Can we avenge last year's series sweep? And we do, with a series sweep of our own. Taking on Memphis in round 2. Just going to do the same exact thing. We lose game 1. We win game 2. Win game 3. Win game 4. And we go on to the conference finals to take on the Mavericks. All right, Amen. You got to lock down Cooper, and we should be okay. They got an old Kyrie Irving at 39 years old. But if we just get him, he doesn't even have to lock him down. Just make things difficult for him. Make him uncomfortable. Help us win a series. We lose game 1. Cooper, good game. I need to up Asar's minutes, I think. He's playing really well in the playoffs. I'm going to let him continue to play. We're going to take away Rod Holton's minutes. He doesn't need to be playing. That gives us 17 minutes to go around. Something like this. Can we win game 2? We do. Booker 41. We lose game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5. Can we put the Mavs away and get some gameplay? With 31 seconds left, we just stormed back. Can I show you? Yeah, at some point, and with 3:49, we go down 13. And with 31 seconds left, we are tied at 113. We're going to hop in here. We, of course, aren't going to be playing. Booker at the free throw line. Free throw up and good. Gives us the lead. Just 31 seconds left. Shout out Devin Booker. 2 free throws up and good. The rookie Todd on the court. Kyrie's going to bring it up. Booker guarding him. Kyrie not having anything going. Trying to make something happen. Just getting bumped. Booker with a great defensive stand. Shot clock low. Amen Thompson. Khalil Ware. What the hell? Jarrett Allen with the corner 3. Just gives them the lead, and he might have just bailed them out here in game 6. I really don't want this to go 7. Booker has Kyrie on him. This has got to be a bucket. Booker doesn't even get a shot off against Kyrie, dude. You gotta be kidding me, Booker. He had 38 and a chance to just win the series. I don't care, man. He should have taken a mid-range jumper. Instead, he goes to the side of the court where Cooper Flag and Jarrett Allen are. Fumbles the basketball. I believe that's Jarris Walker with a great help. And I mean, that was just never going to go in. Game 7 on the way. Trying to fight back. We're back in this game, taking a lead. And we're going to win. In game 7, we win by 14, 36-10 for Booker. He's obviously the conference finals MVP. And Jalen Johnson for the Hawks. We might have a legit chance. This is a good team, though. Do they have a 91 coming off the bench? Yep. 91 Edwin Shays, who is a 17th pick. Like that, but damn. Coming off the bench for Risa Shea, I mean, you got to find room. You got to start Dyson, move Risa Shea to the 2, and then start Shays. I mean, this is nasty. We're going to lose. Game 1, we lose. Because of course we do. And we lose to Anthony Simons. We don't even lose because game 2 we win. Come on. 2-1, 3-1. Are we about to win the NBA Finals? I was wrong. We are going to lose. Come on. Come on. We tie it up. It's back and forth. 2 minutes, we're up 8. And with 1 minute left, we're up 9. Devin Booker with 50. He is the Phoenix Suns. Shout out Steve Nash. Shout out Charles Barkley. Whoever you can think. But this is the quintessential Phoenix Suns now. I'm going to play a couple minutes, man. As you can see, I am still not used to the shooting this year. I haven't really got to play as much as I would have liked. I've been playing a lot of Madden. I have a Madden franchise I've been enjoying, even though I hate the on-field gameplay. But let's go see if I can get a bucket. We got Anthony Simons on us, so it shouldn't be the most difficult thing, and that was a terrible decision. We might actually let them back in this game. It's a 5-point game. We're going to slow it down because we cannot afford to let them tie the series up, or not tie it up, but win this game, get back in this game. So now I'm playing important minutes. Oh no. Oh my God. I might actually let them win this game. 3-ball, Dyson Daniels wide open. We are at a 2-point game. There we go, Book. Waste some time, waste some time. No, that's not what I wanted it. I wanted it to the corner. And we have a game. Okay, we're good. I'm going to ISO. We're going to win the NBA championship. I can't believe I just let them come back. Booker is cold. 4 seconds. Step back. Got it. By the way, just so y'all know. Wait, can I not see the game play right now? It is Hall of Fame. Yeah, I can see here. So Booker's shot goes in. 0.8. We're up 2. I swear to God, if I just blew this game, that would be so depressing. We're gonna go defense. Best defensive lineup we can out there. Booker's actually better. We'll throw Drake Powell at the 3 here. Just get one stop. Just get one stop, please. And the shot from Anthony Simons is no good. We are NBA champions. Devin Booker's Hall of Fame resume is absolutely cemented with a 50-point performance in the closeout game of the NBA Finals. Obviously, with a Finals MVP to boot, multiple MVP awards in the first championship in franchise history for the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, there's no question anymore if he'll be a Hall of Famer. It's just when he decides to hang up the boots. 52-9. Obviously, the clutch shot like Jordan, mid-range. And honestly, if he decided to retire after this year, I would let him. He doesn't, but Kelly Oubre does. How old is Booker now? He's 34. He's not really regressing too bad. He has lost some badges. And where he sits now is currently number 5 in all-time scoring. He would have a ways to go to get to number 1, but legitimately has a good chance at getting to number 2 this season. Field goals made number 7, 3-pointers number 4, free throws number 8. He is legitimately probably going to catch Wilt with 40-point games. 50 still ways off, 60 still ways off, but a phenomenal run, and he finally got the championship, so I'm definitely less worried about everything. Player progression. Team looks good. We re-signed both Asa Newell and Amen Thompson. I'm going to kind of start speeding up these seasons even more because we've kind of hit everything I wanted to hit. That 10th overall pick that we drafted, Stacey Henderson, up to a 78 overall. He's going to start at the point guard. Johnny C. Todd up to an 80, and Rod Holton. Or wait, no, who's the other guy we drafted? We might have lost him. What was his name? Was it this dude? We had one more, I think it was this Herbert Brooks. We had one more pick in 2030, and I think it was you. And honestly, I feel like we might want to play him instead because it doesn't look, I mean, what is he even good at though? Yeah, I'm going to start giving him run. Holton doesn't look like he's going to be very good. He's going to just kind of stall at that 77 mark. We'll give Brooks an opportunity to play and get better, get Booker up to his 40 minutes a game, and get into the sim. We win 63 games. Once again, Booker is your MVP at 36-7. Numbers starting to dip a little bit. We win Executive of the Year, first team for Booker, defensive second for Malawak. We finished first in the conference. His season high was 58 points. Now, I just saw something on social media about Kareem. What was that? With his 6th MVP, ties Kareem for the most ever. Damn, we could legitimately get him the most MVPs ever. Now, with his scoring going down a little bit, I wonder if he still climbed as much as I thought. So he is still number 2. He overtakes Kareem in points all time. What a career Booker is having. So now we know in real life, if he wants to get to number 2 all time, all he has to do is score 40 for like 6 straight seasons. I mean, damn. That's one of the things that like really puts it in perspective. Like Devin Booker has been a great scorer basically from the minute he entered this league, and to even get close, he would have to go on an all-time run that he's just IRL not going to do. Really puts that number in perspective of what everyone is chasing, what LeBron has done. Going against Mavericks in round 1, I'm just going to simulate the rounds, and we actually lose in 7. They came back. We were up 3-0 or 3-1, and they win. It's a Hawks-Warriors finals, and the Hawks win. Damn, I did not expect them to come back. Lonzo went back to LA, finished his career there. Also played for the Clippers. Giannis makes the Hall of Fame, of course. And we have 29 and 30 in this draft. I'm just going to skip it. Accepting the team options on all 3 of these guys. Play progression, Booker's down to a 90, 88 for Amen Thompson, 87 for Malawak. Stacey Henderson up to an 85 after his first year starting at the point guard for us. Asa Newell still at 85. Brooks, after getting a lot more run last year, only goes up to a 77. And we signed this point guard, Tom Boeheim. 28 years old. We only had to give him a minimum. He's had some success in this league. Again, with the Pistons in the 29-30 season, averaged almost 17 a game on 53 from the field, 36 from 3. So he could legitimately be a good piece off the bench for us. We're going to give Devin Booker his last contract. He will finish his career as a Phoenix Sun. I don't even know if he will actually finish the duration of that contract, but we shall see. 61-21 finish, and he finally doesn't win the MVP. That right goes to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who at 34 wins his 2nd MVP award, or maybe third. One of the biggest gaps in MVP awards I would have to imagine ever, if not the biggest. Josh Giddey wins 6th man at age, he's only, oh wait, Shai's 30. Wait, how old is Giddey? Only 30. Okay, I thought he was older. Phoenix Suns, Booker, 4th on the MVP voting. Finished averaging 32 a game, 7 assists, 52 from the field, 42 from 3, 91 from the free throw line. So I'm assuming that Stacey Henderson guy that we got is just doing more, scoring more, and I'm not mad at that. Defensive second team, Malawak. Stacey Henderson averaged 17 and 6, so he's actually a really good draft pick by me. I didn't realize he also averaged about 17 and 6 last year as well. That's probably where he's going to top out if I had to assume. Johnny C. Todd up to 13 a game, 8 rebounds. Not bad numbers really at all. Boeheim off the bench gave us 14 a game. Rudy Whitehead still shooting the hell out of the ball. Booker did cross the 40,000 point threshold this season. We win round 1 against the Utah Jazz. We're taking on the Warriors in round 2. They have Zion and Greg Becker. We win game 1. we lose game 2, we win game 3, we win game 4. We're back in the conference finals to take on OKC and MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Still going to put Amen Thompson on him. We win game 1, we win game 2, we're up 3-0. We're back in the finals. Booker, obviously Western Conference Finals MVP, taking on the Heat, who have a 94 overall shooting guard. Damn. They got scoring from a lot of their guys. Their point guard's giving them 19, their shooting guard giving them 33.5, and then their 4 giving them about 18 a game. I'm going to put Asar guarding the 2, who was... What was his name, bro? It was this dude. Guarding the point guard, I'll just put Booker on him. Game 1, we lose. Game 2, we win. The other thing I want to do is I want to up our rotational minutes for our starters. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we win. Game 5, we win. We are up 3-2 in the NBA Finals once again. Can we win in 6? We do have a good lead. They're cutting into it. It's a good game. 3-point game. 5-point game. All right, we're going to hop in. Just make sure we hit some free throws to win the game. I'm not going to play it, but... So they do have the ball. They are going to have a chance to tie this up. 120, 117, 24 seconds left. There is no shot clock. Kloppenberg, what a name. Takes it inside, gives it to Coulibaly, who gives it to the corner. Coulibaly right back to Kloppenberg, getting guarded by Devin Booker. Booker's defense, good enough to get the miss. Amen Thompson collects the rebound, and with 9 seconds left, he'll have to hit a free throw to give us a double or a multiple score lead. We're up 3 to go up 4. Amen Thompson's free throw, up and good. Neither of these are gimmies. I don't think he's the best free throw shooter. The second free throw up, and it's also good. 122-117, 9 seconds left, and the Phoenix Suns could be 2-time NBA champions. Inside to Giddey, his 3-ball, no good, and the Phoenix Suns collect the rebound and win the NBA championship. 123-117. Booker and Henderson both finished with 27 points. Your finals MVP is Devin Booker, and we are going to go on to another season. Player progression sees Stacey Henderson up to an 89, Booker down to an 87, Asa Newell down to an 84. Regression all around the books. Another 60-win season in the books almost. 63-19, Cooper your MVP. Nothing for us in the rookie teams. Devin Booker makes All-NBA second team, and honestly, I think that's the first time in his career he's ever done that. Yeah, first time. Bumped off the first team this year. Malawak's still making defensive teams. We finished second in the conference because Dallas is back to being Dallas. They won 64, so we only finished 1 game back. Booker is so close to LeBron's all-time point total. He'll probably have to play 1 to 2 more seasons. I don't know if he really has that left in him. We win round 1, 4-1. In round 2, we win in 7, going against Dallas in the conference finals. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1 Phoenix, 3-2. And in 6, we make it back to the the NBA finals. Devin Booker didn't play as well there, but still sneaks out the conference finals MVP. Now going against a pretty stacked Brooklyn Nets team. They honestly might be better than us, but we do go up 2-0 right away, 3-0 right away, 3-1, 3-2, and we win in 6. Devin Booker, your finals MVP for the 3rd time. And he does want to retire. Do I let him go out like that? In a year where he only scored 2,500 points, if he did that again, he would still be trailing LeBron, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to override it. And the reason being, we are going to make him the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. How we're going to do this? Dang, we're going to lose our coach. Okay, we brought him back. We're going to do this in a pretty simple way. And that is going to be to kind of not tank this team, but they want us to renounce the rights on all these guys. You have to be for real. Why would they say that? Oh my God, no, stop. Why is it saying renounce the rights every single time? Okay, we were able to re-sign him. I don't care about play progression. I don't care about the roster. Booker's down to an 85. He can still score with the best of them. So, pretty simply put, what we're going to do, make sure Booker, his shot tendency is still very high, and everybody else's, we're just going to tank him all that more. Oh, hell no. They want him coming off the bench. Be for real right now. We're only going to play 8 guys, and that is so we can play Booker 40. We're going to play him 44 minutes a game. Legitimately just trying to get him buckets. I don't care if we win 4 games this year. We've already won more than that, so I don't care what our final record is. I don't care what we look like. So he's got just over 2,000 more points to get this season. We're going to check in at the very start of March to see how it's going. And ironically, I did say I didn't care how we finished, but we are 20-4 to start the season. and we lost by 1 point in the NBA Cup final, if that matters to somebody out there. We are currently 50-13, and Devin is just under 1,000 points left. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. We'll skip to April 1st. 1,000 points in that little time is going to be really tough, and he's probably, I assume, going to want to retire after this year. Yeah, there's no way. He's only he's only 400 points away, but he would have to score like 100 a game. So it's not going to happen, guys. And that is disappointing, but that is just how it's going to go. He's going to be so close to the record. It's just going to be a couple 100 points away. Probably our best regular season, and Booker did somehow win MVP again, up to 30 points again. Mellow walk. I don't even care about the playoffs. I'm just going to sim him. The big thing is if Booker is willing to come back one more year, because I already have overrode his retirement. He does win Conference Finals MVP. If we are able to win the NBA Finals, I think he would come back. We are up 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. We're NBA champions again. Stacey Henderson is the Finals MVP this time around. But no, Booker, no, dude. Oh my God, we are so painstakingly close, and it just isn't going to happen. But hey, our goal was to get him into the Hall of Fame. We did do that. I am going to guarantee it, as he does go in 31 a game, 6 assists, over a steal, almost a block, 7-time MVP, 13-time All-Star, 4-time champion, 3 times Finals MVP, 10-time first NBA, 1 second team, 1 third team. And obviously he made all rookie first team. And the team, of course, will retire his jersey. And yeah, a 20-year career that if it goes one more year, hell, only a handful more games, he is the all-time leading scorer. But we'll take a look at everything else. So points in a game, he has 2 of the top 5 finishes now. Total points in a playoff game, he has 2 of the top 5 finishes now, tied his own record 6 years apart. Michael Jordan still holds the record with 63. Total points in a season, top 10, he holds 5. He holds 5 of the top 10 all-time seasons in total points. Total points in a career, he finishes number 2, just a few hundred behind LeBron, about 7,000 more than Jokic, who passed Kareem. Field goals made in a playoff game, he is tied for number 1 all time. Field goals made in the season, he has multiple top 10 finishes. And then field goals made in a career, he is number 2 behind LeBron. 3-pointers made in the season, he finishes with the 7th best season at 366 3-pointers. Stephen Curry had the best season of his career from 3 in 2026, and a couple more in 2027 and 2028. Wow. Most 3-pointers all time, Stephen Curry number 1, of course, but Devin Booker right there at number 2. Free throws made all time, he's number 2, right behind Karl Malone. Free throws made in a game, he's tied for number 1 with 28. Free throws made in a season, he has the number 8 all time. He did finish number 15 all time in assists, number 41 all time in steals, number 4 all time in minutes, turnovers number 5 all time. Points per game, he's actually probably tied, I want to say. No, he's the all time leader in points per game for a career. Yeah, Mike at 30.1, but Booker with 30.9, as we just saw. You know what, maybe if I go through this season, it'll show us. Yeah, so now it did update points per game. Booker, he's number 74 all time in 3-point percentage. I'm assuming he's going to be somewhere in here for free throw percentage. Number 4 all time, just over 90. Wow, did not know that. Minutes per game, 44 all time with about 36 a game. We played him a lot. Games played, he's probably up here too. Yeah, number 8 all time. Number 7 in fouls, 40-point games, he is the all-time leader with 329. 50-point games falls short of Wilt's record, and then 60-point games falls short of Wilt's record as well. But what a career for Devin Booker. It also goes to show you too, this was with him playing 82 games a year every year. So it just shows like nowhere soon is anybody breaking LeBron's record. Now I'm hopping into a game here. I want to see our banners. I haven't seen this dynamic banners thing that they added this year. We're not home. I can't see my banners here. And we also will get the ring ceremony here. It'd be cool. I don't think Booker will show up here because obviously he retired. I don't know if it realizes that. Maybe it'd have him come in a suit or something. That'd be dope, but I doubt it. It'd be cool too if there is a game where they retire Booker's jersey. I don't think that's a thing. Oh, that's dope. There's Booker's jersey. Number 1 in the rafters where it belongs. Now, where are our championships? Are you my championships? No, those are the other retired jerseys. So Booker gets this huge ass one over here. That's dope. I mess with that. He gets his huge ass jersey when all these other greats stand over here. They're Western Conference Finals banners, but then our NBA Champions banners, look at those. Beautiful banners, 20, 31, 33, 34, and 35. Pretty dope to see. Shout out. This is something so small that I think most people won't care about, but I think it's very cool that they added that. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. This has been a lot of fun. Shout out Bleacher Report and the article that is linked in the description if you want to read it. Got me thinking, gave me a video idea, so I want to shout them out. And if you enjoy these type of videos, please leave a like. It means the absolute world. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Damn, hold on. Let me get a bucket. I cannot figure out shooting this year to save my life. There we go. Peace.